Synchro Shokan Audio meme review. What am I doing with my life? You know, when I was younger, I always thought it'd be cool to have this augmented reality duel with the holograms and the things like that, but realistically, can you imagine trying to like zoo combo with this thing? Can you like just think about that? I can't gumblar like this. How am I supposed to discard hands if I like misclick and stuff? I have tiny little girl hands. Although that is pretty cool, I'll tell you that. Yo, that guy's having a ball. I mean, if you want to spend like $10,000 on a hologram setup just to, you know, get FTK'd, like, this could be a sound investment. I wonder if they will release the technology to the public soon. Me, a straight white male. Waluigi hentai. Okay, that's the only non-Yu-Gi-Oh meme this week, I'm sorry. My favorite comment this week absolutely has to be, frick me in the butt. You're gay. Damn, I'm gay? Shit. How could this happen to me? This, if you're wondering, is why I don't have private messages enabled on Dueling Book, because I turn it on for like 2 minutes and these guys show up. Team Sam made an interesting video this week talking about what needs to be fixed in Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm really curious to see what exactly it is that his top priorities are.
Basically, the new time rules. Now, for those of you who play competitive Yu-Gi-Oh, you guys know that the time rules has been implemented in 2018, and in my personal opinion, it's one of the worst things that actually has ever happened.
These rules are crazy. The fact that it's just end the phase, I cannot just elaborate and talk about this any more than I already have, but yeah, like the time rules are awful. I just really hope that KONAMI have understood and can kind of empathize with the player base after communicating with us after a decent amount of time by realizing end the current phase is a little bit like extreme. But it's also the fact that I feel like it removes a lot of the competitive viability of control decks, like for example Altergeists, in the hands of someone a little bit less experienced and not knowing the correct time to scoop and stuff. And while that is a big aspect and important thing about competitive Yu-Gi-Oh is understanding when it is time effective to scoop and just go to the next game where you can go first, etc. I still think that it really punishes people a little bit much. Send Vagin and BOBS.
I showed you my pee-pee.
Okay, that was epic. Next, meme. In the most liked meme of my page this week, we have a... Trust me, this doesn't say anything about me. But yeah, I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh judge. Just fucking end my miserable life. This is not a meme, but a cry for help. Chain Ash Blossom. I don't know what it means that I laugh at my own memes, but I'm sorry. I guess I'm conceited that way. I don't know. I must admit, Farfa looks hot here, question mark, bracket, parentheses. I'll see myself out now, thanks, parentheses. I don't know what you call that symbol, semicolon. Well, Kai,
I'm beautiful.
Hot girls send me their feet pictures all the time, dude. They always say, except Frog the Jam. Never, how is Frog the Jam? Field Center of the week goes to this guy. I'm sorry, I stole this meme online. I didn't save your name, whatever. No shoutouts for you. But this is pretty impressive. The fandom has reached and ascended a new level. The cult following that Triff Gaming has managed to create is like no other I have ever seen in Yu-Gi-Oh! Triff is the perfect example of a guy where you just say something and then it becomes true. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna call myself the greatest Crystron player ever. That's how it works. You just claim to be the best at something and make videos about it and screaming in all capital letters. You've got yourself a celebrity personality status right there, boys.
One of the most successful things that Yu-Gi-Oh had back in the day was the proper Banlist structure.
I think over the course of the last year and a half, or maybe even 2 years, where we've had this new Banlist structure where it's not a set date, but they will address things as they become problematic, we've seen that when things are problematic, KONAMI actually doesn't address them. They kind of just let cards run around. Firewall is the best example. That card was in the game for far too long, and it just wasn't addressed.
You know, it just creates an overall healthy community. But now, in Yu-Gi-Oh, okay, There's none of that. On the Banlist page right now, it says no sooner than January. No sooner than January. What the heck does that mean? It's January. Where's the Banlist, right? Like, we don't know. Is it January 1st? Is it January 4th? Is it January 31st?
I mean, that's the issue, right? Like, we don't know when the ban list is. I just want to say I've been watching your videos for so long. At this point, I actually came up with the What's Up Plebs intro when you asked for one. You also banned me in stream chat for showing you my Cosmo deck list with limiter removal in 2016. I have to say this is the best Yu-Gi-Oh video I have seen. Thank you, Got Ebola, for your comment. Did I really ban someone from Twitch chat for showing me a Cosmo deck list with limiter removal? That sounds like something I would do, right? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Normal people would say, hey, what do you— I would never do that. I would never be mean to someone on the internet for no reason. What are you talking about? You know, but with me, I'm kind of just like, yeah, I probably did do that. What is wrong with you? Why would you play limiter removal in Cosmo? The only limiter removal that Cosmo needed was removing the limit on Dark Destroyer. Next, meme. Picture of KONAMI TCG during Banlist season. It would have been a lot more funnier if it was, you know, I guess 2 months ago or something before Firewall got banned. But that's how I feel like the Banlist is handled over at KONAMI. So this week I actually didn't get that much hate, to be honest. But this one here comes from Oni Slayer, who tells me to go and get a better accent. Let me just head on over to the accent store. If you prefer, for the rest of this video, I can speak in a very stereotypical and basic Boston accent. You partner can't have it, yan. Hey, Tony, I'll kill your fucking dog. This schmuck, this putz is slow playing. Normal people, Salomon greats. Me, a dyslexic. Salad men greats. Because of my inability to read words properly, I would henceforth ask kindly that we now refer to these monsters as the Salad Boys. Thank you for your understanding. Table 500. I do have a replay sent to me here by Jebward, and it's zombies with, I think, using some of the new zombie structure deck cards. I don't know. But we have a perfect and atypical zombie hand, which is Omega Lol Pass. So with hard drawn or Garnet, we have 2 hand traps. Hey, maybe we'll be safer, we won't die. Omega Pass is the play, boys. Omega Pass is the play. Now, we're playing against Thunder Dragons. We're going to return the Mizuki in the standby phase. Sure. And our opponent's going to instant fusion into the Millenniumize. I don't know why. I don't know what this Thunder Dragon player is doing. It doesn't look particularly, like, great to me. I'm not going to lie. This is, yeah, I don't know. That was the most convoluted way I've ever seen anyone try and deal with an Omega. Like, that was terrible. But thankfully, we're not going to die just yet. We are going to top deck the Otherworldly Girl. I think she lets you set Zombie World from your deck. Mizuki's going to bring out the Unizombie, who's going to pitch her. She sets it. Unizombie increases the level. Sending Plague Spreader. Now, this is 400 IQ. This is 400 IQ. This guy used Plague Spreader's effect to return Garnet to the top of his deck so that his Brilliant Fusion would be live. Do you want a scholarship? He's going to continue here, sending Trick Clown, summoning, putting a body on the field, getting a draw from the Suck. The Suck. I'm sorry. Mizuki gets summoned out the deck with Sorceress because everything on the field is a zombie. Crystal Wing gets made, and we get a Red Eyes Necro Dragon, I think it's called, for like 39k, 3,900. And yeah, I just thought that was pretty cool that he managed to come back from a complete brick like that. There's a list here. For those of you interested, feel free to pause the video because I'm not going to be spending any time at all whatsoever. There's your zombie list. So the way YouTube works with links and comments is that if you post a link, it automatically gets flagged up for review, and I have to actually read the comment and approve it or delete it before it actually shows up on my page. So what you'll get normally is a bunch of spammers and advertisers being like, you know, hey guys, you can make your pee-pee big if you drink this pill, which you can buy at this link. Oh my god! But then it actually doesn't work, and it ends up being smaller, and no longer you can conceive kids or anything. Not speaking from experience or anything, I'm just saying. That's probably what happens. I have no idea if that's actually how it works. But occasionally you'll find some people who are commenting on your videos, trying to advertise their channel. And by the way, can I just say, yo, top 8 effort points for trying to advertise your channel by commenting on other channels, but I promise you that doesn't work. This guy, deckless unboxing, sure, but look at the name. Porco Exodia! Porco Exodia! You guys should go sub to him just on principle. Thank you, Porco Exodia. I would love to check out your deck lists and unboxings. Are y'all ready for the 3 Soul Burner structure decks to become the new 3 Dino Smashers Fury structure decks? You know, if you look at like all the YouTube videos from like the past year or maybe year and a half or so for top 5, 10, 7, 99, whatever it is, budget deck profile, you will almost always see like Dino Smashers and Dinos in general being like number 2 or number 1. I'm guilty of that as well, because you put 3 of those things together, there you go. You got an actual somewhat competitive deck for locals that you can take. And Salad Boys are gonna be just the same.
Keep smiling.